Greetings, college family. We've come to the end of the first term of the 21-22 academic year, and we're just about to go into the Christmas holidays. We've had a good term with online teaching again dominating our modus operandi for the term. But we did manage to get all our forms into some face-to-face experience as the boys came in from first to fourth form to do their math and English end of term exams. And believe me, it was an experience for some of these young men because they've never been on the campus before. We had to be showing them the bathrooms. And so that was good. We had our fifth formers and sixth formers in all term, but it was so good to see our first, second, third, and fourth formers on the compound. Our plan is for them to come face to face in January in some form or way. And so we're going through the processes now of satisfying the Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Education that we are ready. We're pleased to say that our vaccination rates have gone up, and we are imploring everybody, every student who has not yet got his vaccine, to do so, because we want to make sure we have our 65%. And our staff, we're also reminding that these vaccinations are critical for our face-to-face plan in January 2022. We come back on the 5th of January, so we get only a couple of weeks holiday. And so I'm imploring everyone to get some rest. Remember the reason for the season, and I'll come back to that. But we come back on the 5th of January, we come right into consultations, and also come right into end of term examinations for our exam groups, meaning our fifth and sixth formers will have exams in January. And those are our first exams. We expect to have all of them face to face, but first major exams for these exam groups. And then they will also have consultations at the end of January, and we prepare them for exams which we expect will take place in June 2022. The face-to-face experience is really important to our boys, and so we again implore everybody to get yourselves in a state that when we return in January, we can convince the powers that be that we are ready for face-to-face. I want to thank our teachers. We did a much better job this term of our experience online, having learned from the last 18 to 24 months. And so the job this year was better. We're again hoping that we'll grow that into a blended experience when the term starts. I want to thank our teachers. I want to thank our parents, because they've also managed in managing the boys at home, because we've had a kind of homeschool experience. And I want to thank our stakeholders for continuing to support Jamaica College. We also want to pay attention to all the other factors in the school. Boys have been participating in co-curricular activities just the same. And so our debaters were in competition, our drummers prepared for a number of events last term and did well. We had one boy who went off, Nathaniel Bailey, who went off into the national parasurfing, the international, the world parasurfing competition, and did himself well, Nathaniel. And a number of other boys who participated in co-curricular activities. Our sporting teams are still in training, basketball in training. The footballers have reached the semi-finals of the Under-19 Manning Cup. And the track and field team is in training to defend our trophy. And so we've had a good term all in all. Oh, there's been some noise in the media about us, but pay no attention. We have been moving from strength to strength, and we'll grow past all of that as well. Yes, I have applied for the job, so don't worry about that either. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. I want you to pray for Roger McCook, who is in India now, receiving treatment for Hodgkin's lymphoma. I want you to pray for him. Roger, I know you will see this. You know the college strength is behind you, blue blood all the way. I want to pray also for those who have lost loved ones. Mrs. Payne lost her mom. Mr. Samuels lost his dad. And we've had a number of people who have had mishaps and misfortunes during the term. Reed in sixth form lost his house, burnt down. And so I want us to remember these people as we go into a season of remembrance of Christ, who died for our sins and his birth. And I want us to remember that as we go off. I also gave our young men in first and second form a task this Christmas to prepare a meal from your Christmas dinner in a disposable container and take it to a homeless person on the road. And the boys committed to doing that. Remember that, gentlemen. We're college men and we lead from the front every time. We set an example. I want to thank everyone for the support this term, and I want to wish you all, the entire college fraternity, the entire college family, from the board to the foundation, the trust, the teachers, the parents, and our college men, all stakeholders here and abroad, a very, very Merry Christmas. And we're looking forward to an excellent and productive 2022. One college, Fervet Opus, in campus.